thyroid hormone into reverse T3, which is basically inactive. It's a metabolically inert form of thyroid. Basically what it's doing is, to put it simply, it's turning off your metabolism so you don't burn up your own body protein. Not only that, but when that happens, of course, the fat loss rate slows down considerably. This happens not only to bodybuilders and athletes, but it involves anyone who follows a diet that too overly restricts caloric intake. It's known popularly as the dieting plateau, where you go on a diet and, about 3 or 4 weeks into the diet, you suddenly stop losing weight. The scales don't change. What's happening is you've gone into this reverse T3 dieting plateau situation, and the only way to get out of it is to increase the calories, or the other option is to, you could also, if you're not taking enough carbohydrate, you'd have to increase the carbohydrate, because you need to ingest at least 50 grams of carbohydrate a day for your thyroid to optimally produce the thyroid hormones. That's another way around it, if you're on a zero carb diet. And the other thing to do, or if you're on a zero carb diet, you should be going off the diet about at least once a week. That's another mistake, by the way, not going off a diet maybe once or twice a week. Because when you go off once or twice a week, you basically kickstart your metabolism and prevent these dieting plateaus. You get your thyroid working. Regardless of what you might hear, these people will tell you never go off your diet. They've shown in recent studies, they've compared two groups. One group had a diet cheat day, if you want to call it that. The other group stayed on a diet 7 days a week. The group that had the cheat day not only lost more body fat, but they also retained far more muscle. So that's one way around it. Of course, the final way is to, which I don't really recommend, is to take thyroid drugs. I don't recommend that, because to get a true thyroid metabolic raising effect, you'd have to take more thyroid drugs than your body produces naturally. If you take only enough thyroid, if you take enough a thyroid drug that matches your body output, there's a feedback mechanism. All you're going to do is turn off your own thyroid. In other words, if you take, let's use an example. Let's say your body produces 3 grains of thyroid hormone a day, and you decide you want to take 1 grain of a thyroid drug. What happens is a feedback mechanism will cause your body, it'll detect that you're taking in a grain of thyroid from the outside, and instead of producing 3 grains, it'll cut down to 2 grains, but you're right back to where you started. You're not getting any metabolic rise. To get the metabolic rise, you'd have to take more than your body makes, which would mean 4 grains of thyroid. This is just an example. And what happens, though, is as soon as you take